Nnamdi Kanu criticized Ohaneaze Lētter over SOS to IGP. The indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has heavily criticized a letter allegedly written by the national president of the Ohaneaze Ndigbo, Nnamdi, to the Inspector General of Police, Muhammad Abubakar Adamu, asking him to call the Fulani herdsmen publicly displaying arms in Akwa, Anambra State to order. Kanu, who disserted Nwodo's letter in a radio Biafran broadcast, described the Igbo leader's letter as a shame to the people of the Southeast. The IPOB leader stated that instead of using IPOB to send a message to the North, Ohaneaze is busy writing a love letter to the IGP. What a shame. Stop your stupid grammar. Only IPOB can save you. He added that this letter he's writing is to IGP. I earlier warned him in his house to expect this, but instead, what did we get? They branded us as terrorists while the Fulani men carrying about AK-47s in Akwa are not. This is the level of betrayal we got from Ohaneaze Ndigbo. Nobody would believe Nwodo would be writing this kind of letter to the IGP, condemning the same thing we have condemned a long time ago. You think during the time of Mbakwe, we would be writing such a letter? No, Kanu said. We urge Ohaneaze Ndigbo to watch the group stage its so-called 1 million man march on June 20th in US, promising that it would address all the insecurity challenges in the country. The Igbo specialist leader also claimed that the prospective establishment of federal vigilante forces are a ploy by the federal government to protect Fulani herdsmen, warning that any IPOB president general involved in their formation would be dealt with by the organization. We do not want any federal vigilante in our communities, he said. They are informants. Any PG courts organizing any federal vigilante, we would use him as an example and as a scapegoat to others. Back then, I remember a day I was sitting at a bar. It was a day Nnamdi Kanu described as sit at home, popularly known as Ofe Nsala Day. I was relaxing with a bottle of beer when a group of young men walked into the bar and sat round a table close to mine. I could hear them talk about how happy they were because of the massive turnout of so-called Biafrans. They marched around town that day. One of them brought out an envelope and started sharing its contents, that is money. Among them, I grew curious and decided to ask them what the money was for. One of them told me that it was an added incentive for coming out for march. I had cheap thinking about why anyone would be paid to participate in his freedom. IPOB is a group agitating for succession in Nigeria, founded by Nnamdi Kanu in 2012 and funded by members of the group. The movement of the actualization of Biafran have gathered followers over the years because of the ineffectiveness of the Nigerian governmental stand and also the feeling of being left out in the political activities in the country. On the part of Igbos, since its inception, there has been no notable progress made in the quest aside recognition. I am skeptical about this, that Nnamdi Kanu reasons for appearing before elections and disappearing after elections. I remember that prior to the 2015 general elections, he declared that there should be no election in Igbo land and it would be used as evidence in the UN. Unfortunately, there was low turnout of voters as IPOB members and they, the so-called Biafrans, obeyed him and refused to participate in the election. Low turnout of voters helped usher low turnout of voters helped usher in the presidency of Buhari, and we all reaping the rewards of not voting for our preserved candidates. Till date, he is yet to justify his reasons for saying that people should stay back at home and cook Ife Salah. Then go out to vote. Does it mean that it added victory to opposition? I remembered watching a video where I stated that he would go to Aso Rock and return with President Muhammadu Buhari's house, but there was a python dance in front of his father's house and he ran away. The doctrine of disappearing and appearing during elections seen in Nigeria should give the Igbos concern. I urge every well-meaning Igbo and women to ask critical questions. What is the plan? What is the blueprint? Where are we heading to? These questions to be asked. Throw these questions at any IPOB members and get the beating of your life. Nnamdi Kanu should quit deceiving Igbos. Stop collecting dues from followers and allow Igbo to concentrate on uniting themselves to attain political hit. I don't care about what the story is saying. With the last statement made by this person that wrote the story, I think the person has something that is going on in his brain. Well, you are trying to say that IPOB is deceiving. Nnamdi Kanu is deceiving IPOB members. Abi, this writer is trying, but you can't deceive IPOB because IPOB is a thing of the spirit. So a carnal man like you will not understand it. Remember that nothing comes so easy. No country had their independence at the platform of Gøød or negotiation. Before thinking for separation, there was conditions to live together. I hope you know. I hope this person that wrote this knows. So who is going to tell Igbo the truth? If not Kanu. If Kanu is really deceived them, who is going to tell them the truth? This is the kind of people I call educational illiterates. They claim to go back to school. Of course, I can see the Opera news have explored everybody, both illiterates and the graduates. I do not think they have wisdoms. They just write anything they like. That is it. No matter what, my own opinion, my own humble advice, and my own opinion is that he that refused to die can never live again. That is it. Remember the death of Biafra gives birth to the restoration of Biafra. Who is dead, who don't die can never die again. That is it. So, I think with this, Biafran will stay, has come to stay. Definitely, they will definitely stay. They have come to stay already. Nnamdi Kanu should stop deceiving himself, in the sense that he should stop stressing himself. He should just relax and let the IPOB members, let them fight for him. All he needs is relax. He should relax himself. He should have this faith that IPOB, Biafran, have gained their republic already. They will actualize their freedom and their dreams. He should just relax. He shouldn't talk too much. He shouldn't say things. He shouldn't say things that is contrary to what the members will say. He should just relax and watch and let the IPOB members fight for him and let him hold his peace. Because the Bible says, I will fight for you and you will hold your peace. So let's Nnamdi Kanu, let him relax. Let him relax and stress himself less. So viewers, with what you have heard and listened to, what will be your comments? Drop your comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as clicking on the bell button to receive notifications whenever I publish any new video. And don't forget to click this news and share as well. Thank you as you do. Have a wonderful day.